welcome you to Los Angeles. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill today, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Close, but called a ball. And the count is filled up.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now it's Luis Robert. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is even 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
First baseman.
Take a look at the lineup. Big challenge for them today as they take on a pitcher who brings electric stuff and really racks up the strikeouts.
Yeah, and it's all about making good contact against a pitcher like this. You're not going to get very many pitches to hit in an at-bat, maybe even in a game. So you got to be ready, zoned in the spot where you think you've got the best chance and jump all over it. Might be the first pitch in the at-bat, so you better walk up there ready from the jump. If they can make early, consistent contact, I think they'll have a much better shot against it.
And that one finds its way through. And that forces the runner to hold on at second, 2 on with 1 away.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
On the ground, a short could be 2. Kim over to second. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back here in L.A., today's starting pitcher, Clay Holmes.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And he takes it himself for the out. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy? Finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
They had a swing and a miss there.
1 and 2.
Inside, and it's 2-2. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Draws the walk there.
Take your base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 2 outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Next offering is outside. Smith off of first with 2 away. This one high in the air to left center. Robert on the move. And makes the grab. And that's the inning. 1 left for LA. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. New inning getting started. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And a ball evens the count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And quickly 1 away in the second.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Carson Benj up now for the Mets. And a foul ball. No score here in the second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
But that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here is Marcus Semien. And that misses. 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
High fly ball out to left field. Hernandez. And that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now the veteran third baseman, Max Muncy. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that skips in the dirt. Just missed.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's in the dirt. Missed with a changeup, and the count is 3-1. Man at first, 1 away. Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4, 3 double play, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And here is MJ Melendez. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Tommy Pham. Tommy Pham swings, blasts one. That one back. And in one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Luis Robert now. Got him! He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
So 2 down now, and here is Brett Bate. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 3-0.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. And there's a ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
So a man at first. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Bichette off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball popped up. Freeland makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now at the plate, Ha-Seong Kim. That's out to center field. Robert moving under this one. Makes the grab, 1 down. And now the rookie second baseman, Alex Freeland. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Kyle Tucker. 2 outs, base is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
And the next pitch is way outside. Battling here as he fouls it away. And it's filled up. Freddie Freeman waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. That's to third. Sends it across to first. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail it here 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And stepping in for New York, Carson Benj. The 1-1. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Swings and misses. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Now it's Marcus Semien. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. 1 out, base is empty. That one fouled off. 2 and 2.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Just missing there. 3 and 2 now.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
1 gone, runner at first. So up next for New York, MJ Melendez. Fights it off. He'll see another. Semien over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Tommy Pham up now for the Mets.
Left fielder Tommy Pham.
That one outside, and it's 2 and 1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
2 outs. Too high, and now it's 3 and 1. Francisco Lindor up next for the Mets. In the air, right side of the infield. Freeland. And that is that. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Mets 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in L.A., John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Freddie Freeman. Swings through that one for strike 2. And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Hit on the ground softly to short. Lindor. Now the throw to first on the run.
Yep,
nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the catcher,
Will Smith to the plate. The Mets leading by 3. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the air, right field, Bench settles underneath it, and there are 2 outs.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. This ball's chopped on the ground. Fires over to Beatty, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Still down 3-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
Well, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And there's one away.
now batting, the center fielder, Luis.
So here's Robert now. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find his zone.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boog. Were we supposed to bring something?
Singy, I think just our presence is the present. Beatty leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
No, that's a ball.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Pajes under it, and that'll do it. Mets leave one, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Bottom of the inning, here's Muncy to hit.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Ground ball could be 2. Flips it. 1 at second. Relay to first. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Dalton rushing. Getting ready to hit. Ball to strike. The pitch. Chopper right side. Semien toss over to first, and that is the inning. That'll do it for the offense, but not before they manage to break up the no-hitter. It's the Mets. New pitcher for the Dodgers, number 78.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
Francisco Alvarez.
Next pitch is outside. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Edgardo Henriquez looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 86 also throwing. This one in the air, right field. That one gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, number 3.
Carson Bench up now for the Mets. That one missed. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Next offering misses down and away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
First and second, no outs at the plate. Marcus Semien. And that's a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And now MJ Melendez. All loaded up, and we're the top half of the 6th. Got him. And that is a big first out.
Well, they had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the K. Gassed it right by him. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
So bases all loaded up. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. 2 outs. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. Fair ball. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Lindor rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores. They clear the bases.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
There comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Justin Robles.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep this score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now, Brett Beatty looking to do more of what he did back in the 3rd.
No doubt, that 3-run homer is a huge reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game, and an important swing of the bat.
Man on second, 2 down. The rope into right, and that's a base hit. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 8-0, and his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Bo Bichette up to the dish.
No.
And there's a ball. Baden, the runner at first with 2 gone. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Squeezes it, and that is that. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mets 8 and the Dodgers nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ha-Seong Kim. That one drilled left field. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Man at first, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Alex Freeland. Check swing, and he went. Now 1-2. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Runner at first with no outs here. Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Back to the top of the lineup. So here's Kyle Tucker now. The 1-1. Squirts away a little bit. to second, and he's out.
When you try to move up on a ball in the dirt, you've got to be sure that it gives you enough time to make it safely. Guess wrong, like we saw here, and you'll pay the price.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is outside. Freddie Freeman up next for the Dodgers. Two down, nobody on.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Ripped on a line. Brings it in. And that is that. Dodgers go down quietly. Still 8-0. Top of inning number 7. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
So a man aboard. And now the right fielder, Carson Benj. That catches the outside corner. And the count 1-2. Man at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And stepping in. And here comes the Dodgers manager. Number 86 comes on now.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Alvarez, the runner at second with one away. Two on the way. Foul tip straight back, and that squared him up in the mask. That didn't feel good. Two now. Simeon waits. Out towards right center field. Tucker makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, MJ Melendez.
MJ Melendez up now for the Mets.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Up the middle, Kim on the run, sends it over to first. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that's the 3rd out. 2 left for the Mets as it remains an 8-0 game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Luke Weaver.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Fouls one off. 2-2. Just missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. My partner known for being a touch hacktastic. All right, you walked 130 times.
Oh my goodness.
In your career.
I can't even believe. I win.
130
when did that
times.
happen?
Yeah.
I don't even, seriously, I don't believe that.
Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. The Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Double play ball to second. Handles, throws to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And that one upstairs. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, Tobias Myers, the young right-hander, up and throwing. That's off the inside corner. Now 3-1. 1 out and a runner at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard. First and second, 1 out. And now Max Muncy. And that's off the outside edge. And it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. That one fouled off. 2-2. Way high.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Caught him looking for the K. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
And we're back. We go to the 8th. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Fastball for a strike.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Base hit. Runner on at first with one gone. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Bo Bichette. That one misses. Ball 2. Robert off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Pajes pulls that one down, and that is that. Mets strand 1 as the lead holds at 8-0. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Dalton Rushing. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
But again, a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
And now here is Hesung Kim. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double. Now it's the second baseman, Alex Freeland. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So the Dodgers leave one, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. We go to the 9th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. That one misses. 2-1. There's a strike. Just off the inside corner, and that's ball 3. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Man at first, nobody out. Carson Benj up now for the Mets. Misses off the plate, and a count 2-1. Alvarez gets his lead at first, nobody out. That one misses, and now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take it back.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Marcus Semien up now for the Mets. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hernandez makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter MJ Melendez.
So now here's the DH, MJ Melendez. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the 9th. That misses the zone. 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Breaking ball misses down and away. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So first and second with 2 outs. And next for the Mets, Tommy Pham. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 on, 2 outs. That misses. 3-2 now. Francisco Lindor waiting to hit for the Mets. Out to center. Pajes under it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Tobias Myers.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And here's Freddie Freeman.
Leading off for the Dodgers, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freeman hits it in the air. Coming on is Pham to make the play.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball. The Mets up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9. That just misses. It's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Good job to fight that one off. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One strike away. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Outside low, and it's a full count. Two outs. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Three-two. Fly ball to right. That gets down for a hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And up next for Los Angeles, Max Muncy. Just missed.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.